How does a war in Ukraine affect our U.S. housing market? Hi, I'm Amber Coleman with Guild Mortgage. And first, I just want to say my thoughts and my prayers go out to the people of Ukraine. So, how does this affect our U.S. housing market? So, what I'm seeing in the housing market right now that has like a cause and effect relationship to what we're going to go through is we have tariffs that are being put on Russia, right? So those tariffs that are being put on Russia are causing higher gas prices to happen. And sometimes we don't relate the one thing can affect the other and the other. So it's kind of like a trickle effect that we have, right? So higher gas prices to us are going to cause us higher inflation. Well, we're already at 40-year highs for inflation, right? So higher gas prices, higher inflation, and that requires action from the feds. Higher gas prices is causing higher inflation, and then we have action that's required from the feds whenever we have inflation involved. So what they're going to do, and we'll see pretty soon how fast they're going to move, but what they're going to do is they're going to start raising the Fed fund rate. And that rate doesn't always affect our interest rates on the mortgage side, but it does in the long run. So with the higher gas prices, we will start seeing rates to rise. And with higher rates, we will start seeing our housing economy being affected. One thing that we don't think about when we're looking at inflation, because when you say the word inflation, it's almost kind of like a negative thing, and it really is. What we're spending out of our pockets right now is a lot more than what we used to. So it's hitting every American in the pocketbook with inflation. But what does happen with the housing market, if you own a house or if you're looking to buy a house, is the cost of rents go up. So right now, if you're going out and looking for a place to rent, it's very costly anywhere you go. Like a 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom is higher than I've ever seen it before. So when you're looking at that, buying a house doesn't seem as bad when you're looking at the cost of renting. Because of this and because of that trickle effect of how high the rents are, more people get into the market to purchase houses. So the housing market actually does better with inflation. Kind of weird to think about, but it does do better because people are being pushed out of rent to go buy a house. Any way you slice it, you have to have a roof over your head and a place to live. So what's affecting us in the United States as far as, what's happening with the war in Ukraine. And again, my heart goes out to the people of Ukraine. But what's affecting us is what we're dealing with in inflation and higher prices on our energy. But as far as the housing market, it doesn't look like it'll have any negative effects on the equity of our houses. It will have some negative effects on our interest rates. And right now we're already seeing interest rates have risen this year because of that, but they haven't risen to crazy levels. We're just out of what I consider the COVID era. So during COVID, the feds had to take action to cause the rates to go to crazy low levels that nobody has ever seen before. Now that we're out of that era, we're back to like a normal era where the rates are fluctuating, in the same range that they were prior to COVID starting. So we're still in a good place for that. As far as what's happening, I don't believe that there's going to be any damage, at least in the near term, like when we're talking about this year to next year, that there's going to be anything that affects the housing markets because of what's happening with the rentals and because of what's happening with the lack of inventory. Those two things are going to keep the housing market moving. I hope this video was informative to you. If you're looking to invest in real estate or if you're looking to buy a house of your own, I'm happy to help you. I'm going to leave my information right up on the screen. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Let's talk about your needs, what you're looking for, what you qualify for, and let's get you into home ownership. I hope you have a great day.